us, and we can learn together.
Absolutely. So if someone wants to get involved with the Leave No Trace organization or be, formally trained by the organization, how can they do that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have a variety of opportunities. If you want to support us, you can become a member online. You can also sign up for our newsletter to learn about different things that the center is up to, and also learn about any volunteering opportunities in the future. We also have a variety of different webinars that we offer, so you can find that out on our website as well. Currently, since all of our education is being offered online, there's actually an opportunity for even more access to people, because normally we were driving from place to place, but now it's almost added this extra silver lining in the way that we can interact with people. So we also have a ton of different videos on our YouTube, as I mentioned, but also we're very active on Instagram, on our IGTVs and things like that. So lots of different ways to connect with us and lots of ways to learn there.
Very cool. So now as we wrap things up here, I have three final questions I always like to ask people, and I think you will be you two will be interesting to ask one of these questions to, because you're not from the ADK or you're not always here. So the first question, though, is what is something unique that both of you like to keep in your backpacks? What are things that you need in your backpack when you go hiking that's kind of unique to each of you?
I like to always have a scarf, but it's kind of like a sarong scarf. So it's like, it can be a headband, it can be a skirt, it can be a towel. It's like my all-in-one thing.
Sure.
And I also will just wear it hiking as a scarf. And I have this one that I've had for like maybe like 10 years now. Man, time's flying. And that's definitely my go-to thing. That's not necessary, but for me it is.
Sure, absolutely. Cool. How about you, David?
I always have, I try to have a notebook with blank pages in it, without lines in it. And then, some sort of way to, whether it's a pencil or if I have watercolors, just to be able to, enjoy that area in a different way. And so like, I always love to take lots of pictures, but it's always fun to be able to sit down and draw what you see or paint what you see.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I've never heard that answer. I like that very much. So now this is the question that I'm very interested to hear your take on it. I always ask people, what makes the Adirondacks a unique place? So for you two coming to visit here and kind of see it from a total outsider's perspective, you're from the Pacific Northwest, you're 3,000 miles away. What did you think what made the Adirondacks unique from your experience up here?
For me, it was just like the visually, like the jagged peaks and the peaceful valleys there. It was very different. The mountain formations seemed very different to me, and even just hiking them, feeling that the change in grade just over a quick amount of time while hiking as well. It just felt very dramatic, and like it would just draw you in. I really, really loved that about the Adirondacks.
Sure. Cool.
For me, I think the Adirondacks are such a unique form of land management, the mixture of both public and private land, but all underneath, the jurisdictions of both the Adirondack Park Agency and the DEC. I think is something that can be really inspiring for other parts of the country, and maybe other and in other countries, just ways that we can think differently about the way that we manage our spaces. Because I think it's something that in certain places, because there's only so much land and there's always just going to be more and more people. So how can we best, keep places open and free to access for people so they can still enjoy the outdoors? And I think that the Adirondacks was really inspiring in that way.
Cool. And my final question, why do you guys hike? What makes the outdoors a special place for you?
Oh, wow. The outdoors for me is a place to reconnect with myself, with my, inner mind, and just really recenter and feel grounded, feel my roots that go down into the earth as I'm walking, as I'm hiking along, and feel my connection with the natural world. At the end of the day, as humans, we are all animals. We are all intrinsically connected to the natural world because we are a part of it. And so going outdoors really just grounds me in that and in the work that I'm doing as an environmental educator. So it's kind of like my place of meditation, I would say.
Yeah, I'd have to say I agree with Monika for the most part on that. Just very, very similar. I feel like going on hikes is definitely can be a form of therapy for me. Just being able to walk outside and bathe in the trees and the ferns and the bushes and listen to the wind rustling in all the leaves. And it's just something that, it's very grounding and kind of helps recenter. There's always moments where I feel like a little, antsy or maybe, just like not really sure like what's going on. And then I'll take a walk or go for a hike. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I was missing today.
I think we can all relate to that feeling of grounding for sure. All right, real quick, where can people find you and Leave No Trace online?
Yeah, so you can find us at our website is lnt.org and on Instagram at Leave No Trace Center. Our YouTube channel is the same, Leave No Trace Center. And from there, you can definitely find all of our other links, our blog, our newsletter, everything like that. You can even check that out just in the link in our Instagram as well.
Yeah, the link tree.
All right, there you go. Head over to lnt.org to learn more and continue to educate yourself about the ethical way to explore the outdoors. And I think we'll wrap up this summit session with that. I hope you all learned a lot from this conversation and will remember to employ these principles next time and every time that you're outside. Thanks to Monika and David from the Leave No Trace organization for coming on the show to educate and inform us about all things Leave No Trace, as well as their time spent here in the Adirondacks. Once again, head over to lnt.org to learn more. And if you're gearing up for your first time on the trail or camping, I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with the 7 principles before heading out there. Thanks to all of you for listening, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review wherever you get your podcasts, and check back next Friday for new mountains, new stories, new guests, and new episodes here on the 46 of 46 podcast. Remember to always leave no trace, do the rock walk, and if you carry it in, carry it out. Everything, every time, banana peels and all. See you on the trails, folks. Hey guys, it's James from the 46 of 46 podcast, letting you know the new Campfire Blend Steeped Packs from Recess Coffee are both a delicious and super convenient coffee option, whether you're out camping or just heading to the office. Campfire Blend is a medium roast with smoky notes of chocolate and walnut, and even comes in compostable packaging. But if you're in the backcountry and you carried it in, just carry it out. Plus, it's called Campfire Blend, and who doesn't like a campfire? Recess Coffee is offering all of you listeners 10% off your order of their new steeped packs or 12-ounce whole bean bags with the promo code RECESS46. That's RECESS 46. Pick them up at recesscoffee.com. Pure ADK is an online community and lifestyle brand that creates Adirondack-inspired apparel and goods. They're all about sharing their adventures and creating quality products that are a reflection of the outdoor lifestyle and activities we love in the Adirondack Mountains. Whether born and raised an Adirondack native or a frequent vacationer, we all have a common bond, those feelings and memories that the Adirondacks evoke in us. As a bonus for listeners of the podcast, they're providing a 15% off discount. When shopping in their online store, use the promo code 46podcast to redeem the offer. PureAdirondacks.com. Check it out. 46 Podcast. Pure ADK. Exploration Unbound.